hari kedua acara Morph Attack Surabaya. Sekarang Daryl sedang menuju ke lokasi. Sekarang pukul 10 pagi, 10 lebih 12 lebih tepatnya. Sekarang kita lagi menuju ke lokasi. Terus hari ini seperti yang Daryl bilang kemarin, akan ada seorang tamu spesial yang akan mengunjungi arena Morph Attack. Dia adalah Brewer, leader sekaligus orang yang sangat terkenal lah pokoknya di dunia reptil. Semua orang tahu siapa dia. Orangnya sudah lama banget kecil di dunia reptil, pemilik dari CEO dari prehistoric pets dengan hashtag yang begitu terkenalnya Living the Dream. Nanti beliau akan datang ke arena Morph Attack, akan main-main, mungkin ada talk show atau gimana juga belum tahu. Kita akan lihat, akan kasih video acaranya kayak gimana sih dengan Mr. J ini. Terus kita juga nanti mau ajak ngobrol Bapak Budi Wonosasmito selaku penyelenggara kontes dan expo Morph Attack 2019 ini, sekaligus dia juga sebagai juri pada lomba leopard gecko. Nah, apa yang mau Beryl omongin adalah apa sih penilaian dari kontes leopard gecko. Mungkin banyak gecko mania yang penasaran gimana sih ngelombain leopard gecko itu. Kalau kayak kontes burung kan, lomba burung dilihat kicauannya yang paling bagus. Nah, kalau gecko ini apa sih yang dilombain? Lomba cepet-cepetan atau lomba apa? Jadi kita bahas semua tentang kontes, tentang poin-poin penilaian, tentang kelas-kelasnya juga, dan siapa aja jurinya. Jadi tadi ada 3 orang juri, nanti kita akan bahas lah Pak Budi siapa aja jurinya. Nah, salah satu jurinya itu Pak Budi sendiri gitu. Terus nanti katanya sih di acara kunjungannya Mr. J ini juga akan door prize, katanya dia lihat apa aja sih yang dia juga. Dari masih mau on the way langsung menuju ke Morph Attack. Tetap bersama dengan channel Gembel.
Saya sangat percaya teman-teman kita pengen dengar cerita tentang kehidupan Mr. J ya. Kita ingin dengar bagaimana awal tempatnya kehidupan dia sampai dia bisa seperti ini hari ini ya. So we so inspired that you are here today.
Well, I'm very, very happy to be here. Everybody here, you guys have been so nice to me online, having fun with the social media on Instagram and all the different stuff. So I want to tell you guys, thank you. Thank you for all the excitement. So it's all on you guys. This is actually, so this area in Jakarta and over here are my most followers anywhere. So I want to tell you guys, like I say, how much I really appreciate that. So you guys did it to Indonesia. Hey! Indonesia power. Reptiles.
So Jay, you are famous all over the world. So I know that people are asking, you are not come from start like a big like now, you know?
No.
You start from the...
So the truth is, I started as an orphan with no mom and no dad. I was 4 years old. I lost my mom. I was adopted first. So I was adopted, and then I lost my mom at 4, and then my dad drank himself to death at 14. But I had nothing. But you know what? I didn't ever accept that. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I worked real hard, and I never gave up. And so, you know, nothing's free in life. You got to work to do good, you know. And I think the most important thing I could tell anybody is to do good, but never hurt anybody else trying to become good. Because you can only get there by everybody else's help anyway.
So Eri will be translate ya. So yeah. Oke, mungkin teman-teman apa perlu ditranslate nggak nih? Nggak usah ya, udah ngerti semua ya. Oke, Jay, can you once again about the story of your life?
Yeah.
And somebody will be translating.
So basically, at 4 years old, I was adopted. I was adopted, and at 4 years old, I lost my mother.
J umur 4 tahun diadopt, jadi diambil oleh keluarga tiri. Kemudian pada saat umur 4 tahun,
And I was very poor, and my dad, at 14, my adopted dad, actually drank himself to death.
jadi pada saat dia masih umur 14 tahun, ayahnya jadi overdosis karena kebanyakan minum alkohol.
So basically, I had no family because I was adopted, and they had no family.
Ya, jadi pada saat itu setelah orang tuanya meninggal, maka J tidak punya keluarga, dan pada dasarnya keluarga itu pun juga tidak punya keluarga. Jadi J seorang diri.
And I worked really hard my whole life, and I will always try to never give up. Nothing's free in life. You have to earn it. You got to go get it a little bit.
Jadi J harus bekerja keras untuk menghidupi dirinya.
And so basically, I always say it's always good to try hard. How you doing?
Hello.
So work hard at whatever you love, and make sure that when you work hard for whatever you love, that you always consider everybody else, because you'll never have a lot unless others help. You got to be together.
Jadi basically, pokoknya lakukan apa yang kita sukai, yang kita cintai. Pasti nantinya kita akan mendapatkan hasil yang besar yang kita inginkan.
So that's kind of like living the dream, you guys. It's a big group. Look how many people are here. If I was all here by myself, no fun.
So it has to be, you have to be, have a great team.
Absolutely. And you know what? Maybe one day the team is helping you, and another day you're helping the team. So it's always changes around. Like I said, if I was here and there was nobody here, it would be no fun.
Jadi intinya sebenarnya kita itu nggak bisa kerja sendiri. Kalau kita mau sukses, kita butuh bantuan orang lain. Kita butuh tim yang kuat, yang solid, sehingga nantinya tim yang akan mendorong kita untuk sukses, dan kita mungkin nantinya juga yang akan mendorong tim untuk sukses.
There's no job low, there's no job high, because together you have to do all the jobs.
Ya, nggak ada yang kerjaannya itu kayak ini kerjaan rendahan atau kerjaan yang top atau yang gimana, karena nantinya semuanya itu akan bekerja bersama.
I just walked up to a stage all set up. I didn't set the stage up. I didn't do any of this. All these people, but you know what? Everybody telling everybody on the phone, sharing, all kinds of stuff. I mean, so it takes a lot to make this happen, and I want to tell everybody how much I appreciate so much you coming.
Mr. J bilang sangat-sangat menghargai teman-teman yang sudah hadir, bahkan sampai seperti yang arrange acara ini. Terima kasih banyak Mr. J, berterima kasih sudah mengarrange acara ini dengan begitu baik, dan juga sangat menghargai kehadiran teman-teman semua yang kesini sampai.
So we're all living a dream, right? We're doing what we love. The animals are fun.
They have a great dream, a big dream to have. Maybe have a reptile, a great reptile, just like you.
And you know what? My dream, the reason why I say living the dream is because my dreams were here, because I only could see here. But then later, like, whoa! And it's just bigger and bigger and bigger, beyond what I could even dream. And so sometimes you have to climb a mountain, a hard mountain, in order to see something bigger. So you have to hang in there, you can't give up.
Jangan takut untuk bermimpi yang tinggi dan besar, karena tanpa kita duga mimpi itu sebenarnya mengantarkan kita ke arah situ, dan nantinya tanpa terduga kita ternyata udah nyampe di titik ini nih gitu.
So what I would like to know is I'd like to answer questions, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can ask.
So you guys, you have a question? Maybe raise your hand. Right.
Question from them. Okay.
Yeah.
Ada yang mau tanya? Okay. Yang laki mana ya? Kok diem aja? Okay, my name is Ellen. Okay, you can speak English.
Yeah.
Yes, I just want to know what's your first reptiles and what reptiles that can make you bigger.
My first what?
Your first
First reptiles.
Okay.
reptiles and what reptiles that can make you bigger like one.
Okay, so the way I started was when I was a little kid. I was very poor.
A little kid. When
Yeah.
you started when you were
Yeah.
a little kid. Okay.
I was very poor, and because we were so poor, I had no real toys, nothing to play with. So I used to go at night. I would ask my dad to take me, and we'd go in the ditches where the water goes, you know. And I would crawl down there in the middle of the night, and at 12, 13 years old, and catch frogs and lizards, and then eventually that, you know, made me have love and passion for what I do.
So it started when you're a little kid and you don't have any toys. Oke, ternyata berawal dari kecil banget. Mungkin karena dulu keluarga dari tidak mampu, terus mainannya nggak ada yang keren. Mungkin kalau sekarang kan mainan di mall keren ya. Dulu nggak ada mainan yang bisa dibuat mainan. Yang dilakukan adalah cari kodok, cari ular kayak gitu. Sekarang ada yang kayak gitu nggak?
Masih banyak ya.
Masih banyak.
So basically, I started loving reptiles, catching them, taking care of them, and eventually my first snake that wasn't born in the United States was a boa. And I traded it for the things I caught, but then the boa would not eat. And I took it back, and they gave me a 14-foot reticulated python at 12 years old.
Jadi,
Did you keep it all?
jadi
14-footer.
karena Mr. J ini nggak punya uang untuk beli hewan impor, dia trade apa yang dia temuin di waktu dia main-main,
Iya,
dia
Pak.
tukar dengan
Di barter.
buah, ya
Di
dibantu dengan
barter.
buah, tapi buahnya mati. Ya, sick and die ya.
14-foot reticulated python probably came from just down the street.
Dan buahnya ditukar sama reticulatus yang besar, mungkin dari situ awal dia suka sama
So
reticulatus ya.
that snake makes you bigger now.
That's just how I started. No, and then I ended up not having snakes for a while and fishing. And then when I made a little bit of more money doing something else that I love to do was fishing, I eventually bought a small pet store, and I worked really hard with my family, and it took years. And you know what? I still have bigger dreams, and I still have places to go. There's no end to, you know, you got to remember when you have a bad day, it's just a bad day, and a good day's coming. But you have to go through the bad day.
Jadi benar-benar semua itu berawal dari nol banget. Terus udah ada uang dikit bisa buka pet shop kecil-kecilan dengan keluarga, dan semuanya berawal dari situ. Seperti itu.
Galanya mulai dari kecil ya, from small, growing ya.
Always better to start small and take smaller steps. I took sometimes too big of steps and ended up, but I still never gave up.
Never give up. Jangan pernah menyerah.
Boleh tepuk tangan ya, never give up ya. Oke, jadi setiap orang yang bertanya kita kasih hadiah. Ini hadiah dari Turtle Ball ini ya, buat orang yang bertanya. Orang siapa lagi yang mau tanya? Ayo bro.
Oke, masnya yang ya, silakan maju.
Hello, my question is actually simple.
What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Farhan. You can call me Farhan. So my question is, what makes you really love reptile so much?
Well, basically my past, I think it was the first thing that I had that I could do that I didn't need money. I was able to do it, and so after a while I started doing it a lot, and everybody enjoyed it, and I could see. So I love reptiles, but I like people. And so people that like reptiles, we join together, right? That's why we're all here. And so that is like the glue, that's like the fishing lure to bring everybody together. And really, together is how we become great. Because alone, we're nobody.
That's a great thing. Jadi sebenarnya actually bukan ularnya yang dia suka, tetapi ular itu menjadi pancingan buat kita kumpul di sini. Itu yang bikin Mr. J senang. Gitu.
Sometimes I get real disappointed when I see community to reptile people. They get real prideful and they think theirs better than theirs better. But really, we're all just ourselves, and we need to come together and have a good time together and not separate.
Oke, itu yang penting. Jadi nggak sebenarnya tidak dibutuhkan yang namanya reptilku keren nih,
Lebih baik, siapa yang-
itu lebih keren nih,
siapa yang lebih mahal.
siapa yang lebih mahal. Nggak, kita semua di sini bisa bareng dan kita bisa enjoy, kita bisa have fun together. Seperti itu.
Itu yang paling penting ya. Hadiah bro, buat yang tanya.
Ini saya ditunjuk dadakan dapat hadiah nggak?
Oke, ada yang tanya lagi, teman-teman? Oh ya bro, dapat hadiah axolot ini ya, yang tanya ya.
Okay, good evening, Mr. J. I have a question for you.
Iya. Oke. Bisa agak keras sedikit. Oke.
We know that the reptiles market in Indonesia is going down, especially in price. The price is going down year by year. So, do you have any idea how will we survive with that? By making money from our hobbies?
How Indonesian people can survive with the
Price up and down, and now we are in the bottom of the price of the thing, I think.
So for many years, the market's been going down in the U.S. because sometimes it seems like the amount of people. One thing that's true is because a lot of people don't get along and they fight with each other. People don't want to come in and have. They just think it's not always good. But really, the truth is, if you don't do this because you love it, you're only doing it for money, you'll be disappointed. But you know what? I don't care what you do in life. If you do it for money only, eventually you will not have fun. It will never be fun. So you have to do it because you want to do it more than you got to do it for the money. And when you do it because you love it, it works out.
Jadi bagus juga sih, cuman ya intinya adalah Mr. J bilang bahwa kalau jangan hanya berfokus bahwa profit atau duit, lakukan yang kamu suka, kayak gitu, lakukan yang kamu cintai dulu, enjoy itu dan kamu akan mendapatkan hasilnya. Sebenarnya itu ya
So
yang bisa
when
bikin orang bertahan.
sometimes when things go down, you have to look for other ways to enjoy what you love to do. So obviously you can't, sometimes like what I started doing was doing school teaching, birthday parties. I did whatever I had to share what I loved. And so I really don't think I would have ever made it if I only worried about how much money I would have lost. It wouldn't even have been fun. But because I was doing something I really loved, I found a way to make it work.
Jadi sampai karena Mr. J sangat menikmatinya, sangat mencintainya, mencintai bidang ini gitu ya. Itu
Dari
sampai
alternatif, ya?
sosialisasi ke sekolah, mengenalkan apa yang dia cintai tentang reptil ini. Akhirnya apa itu yang bisa bikin aja seperti ini yang kita lihat ya. Seperti itu.
Dan juga dia bilang di Amerika pun juga keadaannya sama, naik turun juga, harga pasar naik turun, tapi kalau dia hanya melakukan ini semua demi uang, dia dibilang nggak akan bisa berjalan. Jadi dia lakukan semuanya karena dia suka lakukan itu dan pasti ada jalannya.
The truth is, true passion can't be stopped.
Ya, semangat itu tidak bisa di stop ya.
Diberikan. Jadi cintai apa yang kita lakukan. That's a great culture.
Next question, ada lagi?
Oh.
Oke, ini.
Nama saya Keris. Bagaimana pandangan dari kita punya makanan yang juga hewan-hewan yang khusus di Indonesia ini yang punya ada di Indonesia?
So, obviously, I love Salvatore water monitors. I love reticulated pythons. Those are my top favorite animals. So, it's very hard when Indonesia has been nothing but wonderful to me in every way. And from the very beginning, I've always had Indonesian people tell me, thank you for making our snake special and all over the world. And, so that really makes me feel special that you guys care enough about your animals and your people and everything. So that always has been a special thing as Indonesian animals for me.
Oke, jadi ternyata
Favoritnya ya?
favorit yang ada di puncak favorit reptilnya Mr. J itu adalah ratik dan
Salvatore.
iya, yang
Gembel, Salvatore, and reticulated.
And the big water monitors. I
Big
love
water monitor ya.
itu adalah hewan asli
And my
Indonesia.
dream, and one of my dreams from when I was very young is to go to Komodo Island, and guess where I'm going?
Your dream will come true.
What a dream! The Indonesian
sudah membuat reptil-reptil yang sangat cantik. Tuh.
And my daughter right there,
That's your daughter?
her favorite animal is what, Laura? A Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
And she's going to be able to go with me to Komodo Island. So how is that not wonderful for me? And that was started out as an orphan to have my first daughter. I named her when she was born. She was the first person I ever met that was related to me. And so I nicknamed her First Blood. And she's here with me and going to do something that I dreamt about and her children too. So how does life not get better than that?
So, when will you go to Komodo Island actually? When will you go to Komodo
I'm going
Island?
next week. Yeah.
Oh, minggu depan. Oh, masih. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I hope you enjoy.
So you guys are going to be ready on Instagram to see it all, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little bit of YouTube, Instagram.
Jangan lupa untuk stay tune di Instagram dan juga YouTube-nya Mr. J, karena Mr. J akan jalan-jalan ke ke Pulau Komodo.
Minggu depan ya.
Minggu depan.
And whenever you see something posted from Indonesia, go in there and say, hey, Indonesia. I promise I will see, I might not see it that day, but I will go back and I will find it. You'll see, I love seeing the people who comment. I love to be able to like their photos and go around and look and, but I'm only one person, but I always look at I look at the comments and I reply to the comments, so I always love to see your guys' comments.
Mr. J senang banget kalau melihat komen-komen yang ada di Instagram maupun YouTube-nya, dan kalau ada kesempatan juga akan dibalas satu persatu. Jadi jangan lupa untuk stay tune untuk melihat update-annya, ya. Pokoknya gitu.
Thank you
Boleh
again.
ikut gak ya?
She want to come in for the Komodo Island. Oh, jangan konten out. Dilarang sama suaminya ternyata. Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi? Oh ya, bisa maju bro. Bisa maju
Yang
bro.
mana ini? Ada Kobeni dan juga ya.
Nama saya Eri.
Oke. Iya.
So, some people think that, they don't understand that a snake can be used to people. And so, a certain amount of people think that no animal should ever be kept as a pet. I don't really totally agree with that. I mean, obviously, and I use most of my animals for education on top of it. So at the end of the day, I have to look at it and just not listen to everybody. Because if you spend your whole life listening to everybody else, you'll never have any time to do what's inside of you.
Ya, jadi tadi ada yang tanya, tadi siapa ya? Itu gimana sih, kan banyak yang anggapan orang bahwa Mr. J ini agak kasar gitu kan kalau menghandle ularnya gitu ya. Nah,
Di video-videonya ya?
Di video-videonya. Padahal kalau kita sih enggak wow gitu tok ya. Nah, Mr. J bilang dia nggak mau mendengarkan komentar-komentar negatif di luar. Kenapa? Karena itu hanya akan men-stop apa yang dia sukai. Dia melakukan apa yang dia sukai dan titik. Nggak mau dengerin yang aneh-aneh.
Hater will be hater ya. Will always be hater.
There will be.
So already life is so busy. So if you have to listen to everybody, it's always good to listen and check and make sure that you're okay with it. Whatever they complain about is okay to listen. But then you make a decision and say, no, I'm okay, and you keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Or maybe adjust a little bit because they are right about something. But at the end of the day, you have to really do...
You have to listen your heart.
Right. Because you have to be responsible for you.
Nah, that's the important
Nobody
part.
else gets to be, they have to be responsible for themselves, and we are all responsible for ourselves. And if anything, we need to try to help our neighbor, not hurt our neighbor.
Yes. Jadi intinya pokoknya kita harus bertanggung jawab terhadap apa yang kita lakukan. Kalau kamu udah seneng tapi ada komentar misalnya dengerin, kemudian
hati kita ya.
hati kita dan pikiran kita oke nggak buat kita. Kalau itu nggak oke ya udah selesai. lanjutkan lagi apa yang kamu suka, seperti itu.
Boleh tepuk tangan teman-teman ya. Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi. Berapa pertanyaan nih lagi? Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi. Oke, bro.
Don't worry about me. I'll do this. I don't mind doing this for a little bit, and then we'll do the vote.
Oke.
Hello, Mr. J. My daughter asking, how old are you?
How old am I? I'm under 100. I'm 54 years old.
And what is your next dream project in that time?
You know, it's really funny. Probably one of my friends is here. I don't know where he's at, but one of my dreams is to open up smaller zoos in other countries to where people can get more interaction with the reptiles and animals in general. Because without interaction, touching and feeling, all they think is bad. But if they touch and they feel and they fall in love, then it's different. Then they understand. And when they understand, then they share. And so I want to help create more passion for animals in general. And I mean, I'm all for, I want to protect animals, but I also want to educate people to be able to touch animals and feel them. So, and by the way, I'm 54, but it took a long time to get here. So everybody be patient. Just keep working towards your dreams. Don't think it's going to happen in 5 minutes or 5 days or 5 weeks. It's mostly, the biggest thing is you don't give up.
Oke, jadi salah satu mimpi kedepannya adalah membuat kayak small zoo ya di negara-negara lain.
It's open already, right? The small zoo is
I have
open.
one,
Yep.
and I hope to do them in other countries.
Di negara-negara lain, siapa tahu Indonesia sasaran berikutnya ya. Dan berharapnya banyak yang datang untuk bisa tahu hewan atau reptil atau apapun juga, bisa menyentuhnya, karena tanpa menyentuhnya kita nggak akan tahu
Merasakan ya?
merasakan
Pengalamannya.
betul. Kalau nggak apa ya saya, kalau nggak kenal nggak sayang gitu
Iya,
kan ya.
betul.
Disentuh oke, kalau sudah tersentuh oh ternyata begini, sayang nih. Dan orang yang tadinya akhirnya sayang itu bisa share ke orang lain, seperti itu.
And I'll tell you guys, honestly, if you can, whenever anybody in Indonesia posts a picture that is anything positive, you should go comment on it so that way more people in the world see it, because sometimes we don't comment on other people's pictures of their animals, and so what happens is it never gets seen by everybody. So it's always good together. You can make, this many people can make a page grow very fast. Because if everybody's commenting and they're saying good things, and if somebody says something negative, you don't attack them, you just say, well, actually they're not like that. You know what I mean? But you'd be surprised how much more people can learn about reptiles just by you liking and commenting on somebody else's reptile. Because then all the social media will show more people. So there's a lot of ways that you can grow what you love. And you know, earlier he was talking about, well, the market falling. Well, you know what? If everybody's doing that, it makes the market bigger and more people to love it, more people to need things to take care of it.
Okay, that's the power of social media right now. Yes.
We're in a special time where you can share the things you love with the world. I mean, I've never even been to Indonesia, and you know, I'm going to meet hundreds and hundreds. Look how many people are here. This has only been told 3 days ago.
So
Let's
this is your
finish.
first time.
Right,
Last
so
minute.
you're the power of social media, so it's real important. I think that everybody understands that, you know, even if you're not in love with the person, you don't have to love the person. If you love the animal, just say, oh, that's beautiful. And you know what? Everybody will have a great time doing it.
Komen yang positif maksudnya ya. Jadi setiap kali kalau kita ada yang teman kita yang post hewannya atau ini ya, mari kita komen yang positif sehingga kita cepat.
Di like, jangan lupa itu tanda kita support ya.
benar.
Not mine, yours. You know?
Yes.
Everybody.
Jadi nanti follow Instagram saya, nanti kalau
Follow ini YouTube saya juga,
Iya,
jangan lupa.
nanti di like.
One club to another club to another club to another club. And then, you know, because really, you know, clubs are good, but sometimes they become like this club's better than that club. Really, honestly, you need to look back and think why you love it, why you're doing it, and like every animal, everybody's animals, and enjoy each other.
Ya, jadi itu sebenarnya kekuatan jempol ya. Cuman klik like itu sebenarnya adalah support. Dan
Klik
itu,
like and share ya.
Itu yang correct banget.
Because then the social media is shared everywhere.
foto itu juga akhirnya kan bisa dilihat orang lain juga.
Edukasi buat yang lain ya.
Edukasi juga, nge-share juga.
Ya.
Akhirnya kita bisa mengenalkan itu juga ke orang yang banyak dan bikin kita
The reptile community. We're all here, right? Because of reptiles. So let's have
Yeah.
more fun.
Ya,
kita semua di sini berkumpul karena
karena
reptil.
reptil, karena hewan piaraan ya. Mari kita senang-senang sama-sama.
I would like to also tell Reef, thank you for inviting me. Because he,
Arif Gautama yang sponsor untuk datang. Mari kita terima kasih juga buat Arif Gautama ya.
Terima kasih sudah memfasilitasi.
Kredit.
Big hand.
Mari kita tepuk tangan buat Arif Gautama.
Luar biasa untuk Bapak.
Everybody that's involved, I really thank you. So, do we have a couple more good questions?
Ada pertanyaan lagi? Satu lagi? Oke.
Saya mau tanya pencapaian terus maksudnya Morph dan yang paling terbesar buat dia itu apa? Oh, yang paling bagus.
What's my greatest morph? I'm still, I was gonna say, my greatest morph is the one I'm still trying to make. Go.
Masih akan segera dibikin. So there's no top, but
Part of the fun is not setting a top.
yeah.
Just trying to go as high as you can and enjoying trying to do it. And sometimes you fall and it doesn't work, and sometimes it works better than you can dream. And so the biggest thing is I don't set it on a morph. I really honestly enjoy, sometimes some of the old stuff I made a long time ago is still some of my favorite stuff. One of my favorite snakes is just a snake that is a platinum tiger and it's het for titanium. It's my favorite snake. It's a great big one, and so sometimes just the big snake is more important than the morph. And so sometimes we get fixated on a morph, but then that morph in real life is just going to be a common morph at some point. So it's a very hard question for me.
Pertanyaannya susah karena sebenarnya gini, sampai sekarang buat Mr. J itu tidak ada yang paling terbaik dari morph yang sudah dibikin. Kenapa? Karena dia akan terus membuat yang jauh lebih lagi. Jadi nggak ada yang top gitu. Jadi sampai sekarang nggak ada yang top. Soalnya kalau sudah menaruh ini yang paling top, artinya dia nggak ada
Batasi
yang
ya?
top, membatasi.
Look, here's a perfect instance. This video, I made this video. How many seen the video?
Udah pernah lihat video ini?
Pernah lihat ini?
Udah ya?
Okay, so this here, not one snake in this video is rare. If you look, just an albino tiger, a black citron, but yet everybody loves the snakes. So it's not always about the morph. The morph is fun. I love making morphs. It's fun to me to do something that keeps me alive.
Never ending ya?
Right.
Never
But
ending.
never ending. One day, maybe when I'm really old, really old, I'll be in there and there'll be a different set of morphs.
No,
Right?
you're still young and you have to do.
I actually would say one of the morphs that I like a lot is I have some titanium, some citron pies that are platinum, that are incredible. They're really high white, they're really beautiful. The cows are beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful morphs.
Kalau soal morph mungkin Korifo ya bisa ngomong, ini dah saya belibet kalau udah ngomongin morph ya. Titanium platinum, nah itu tadi lah pokoknya ya. Ya. Oh ini senang ya?
So,
Actually,
give you a present
oh, yeah.
from traditional.
Oh, I want to give you something.
Yeah.
On your neck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Terima kasih Mas. Well,
I feel a little bit more Indonesian now.
maybe you can say apa kabar? Maybe you can say apa kabar?
Apa kabar is how are you?
Apa kabar? Apa kabar? Yes.
Apa? Oh, come on, laugh. Apa? Kapre.
How are you?
I I'm having fun, right? Living the dream!
Well, actually, Mr. J, one of your video that makes that's my favorite video. Actually, when the snakes try to
Oh,
bite you.
yeah, so the funny part is you think you know everything, and I put the coat on. You're talking about the white snake, right?
Yeah.
And so I put the coat on knowing that the snake was very mean.
And that is my favorite video, actually.
And
Sorry.
so the funny part is I didn't post that video because it was, to me, it was negative. So I didn't want to post the video.
What?
And it was because I was worried. I was worried about the other people in the community complaining and whining and crying.
Oh, sebenarnya nggak mau memposting video itu ya.
Karena takut banyak ini ya, komen
Komen-komen ya.
complaining dari komunitas.
Apa ya itu namanya? Complaining itu bahasa Indonesianya apa ya?
Komplain.
Komplain lah. Protes.
So I had it for 3 months, just in my computer, and I was watching TV, and it was viral videos, and it was a show called Right This Minute.
Wait this minute.
Yes, and so I went to lunch, and my wife said to me, I told my wife I wanted to be on the show, and she laughed at me.
Jadi acaranya apa ya tadi?
Wait this minute.
Itu kepingin Mr. J kepingin ada di acara itu, tetapi ditertawain sama istrinya, kayak gitu.
And so after she got done laughing, I said, I got a video that'll put me on that show in no time at all.
That video. Oke, jadi video itu dimasukin ke acara itu ternyata.
And she laughed more.
Dia ketawain lagi. Sebenarnya memang salah satu tugas istri adalah menertawakan suami sebenarnya ya.
So I decided that my wife laughing at me was motivated enough for me to not be scared. So I put the video, went home, walked back from lunch, put the video up to Facebook, and in one day it had 100,000 views. And then in 2 days it had 200,000 views. And in 3 days it had about 400,000 views. And on the 5th day my phone rang. Right this minute.
And then you can show that.
And so then Right This Minute, actually I should repost it. So Right This Minute called me up and they posted it, but they did something really special. Because in the video, I ended the video with a comment that said, if you love reptiles, not necessarily this one, please put a picture of your reptile on it. So luckily, 95% of the reptile people put up positive pictures, and the other 5% complained and whined.
Oh, jadi video yang tadi itu ya, yang awalnya ragu mau diposting gitu, diposting lah. Dan hari pertama 100.000 viewers, hari kedua naik terus viral, dan akhirnya hari kelima ya itu tadi ya. Hari kelima akhirnya dapat telepon dari acara itu ya, dari acara
And so,
itu. Dan
don't be the 5%, because what happened was after that, I was on TV, I was pulling the snake clutch on Right This Minute, videotaping me, and they scrolled through and talked about how I loved reptiles and all the people love reptiles. So me having a little bit of faith to step off ended up being a big platform for people to see reptiles and learn it. Within 1 week, a 1 million channel science channel did a whole thing on us. And so I went from, bigger and bigger like that because I wasn't scared of what people would think. So don't be the 5%.
Oke, jadi tadi itu setelah diposting di acara itu, dan ternyata 95% acara itu
Reaksinya luar biasa ya.
Reaksinya itu luar biasa. Mereka bahkan yang mengkomen itu memposting reptilnya juga. Jadi positif komen, hanya 5% yang positif, yang negatif gitu.
5%.
Dan Mr. J tadi bilang jangan jadi yang 5%. Jangan
Be
nyinyir
strong, be
gitu ya.
good.
Jangan jadi yang 5%. Don't be that 5%.
And you know what? It's not even 5%, it's probably 2%, but it doesn't matter. When you say nothing also, it's good that you don't have to, even if they say something negative, you don't have to answer, just say something positive.
You don't have to
Do
answer it.
good. Just do good and forget like the dog in my ear. If I worry about the dog in my ear, I can't enjoy saying anything to you. So just let the dog in the ear bark. And you smile and have fun, right?
Biar anjing menggonggong tapi tidak berlalu ya.
Yang penting kita di sini senang-senang seperti itu. Dan jangan jadi 5%, jangan jadi orang yang negatif. Ini kalau bahasa Indonesia itu jangan jadi
It's the race is only with you. The race inside, the race that you should be is only within you. So you need to do your best. You don't have to worry what people think.
Pokoknya lakukan apa yang kita cintai, lakukan yang terbaik, nggak usah pikirin apa kata orang.
Dan tidak perlu jadi orang lain.
Nggak, betul sekali. Jadi diri sendiri dan living the dream.
Living the dream.
Hey!
Kalian semua ya.
So with Indonesia, with everybody.
Ayo kita sama-sama kita bilang living the dream ya. 1, 2, 3.
Living the dream.
Come on. Okay, everybody, we're gonna have some fun, okay? We're gonna be really quiet. Of course, the dog won't be quiet because the dog is one of those 2%. Come on up here, Laura. So I'm gonna say living the dream to the camera, and then I want you guys to yell living the dream right after.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so she's gonna, okay, so, but you're gonna, I want it like this. I want you to take the camera out, Okay, we're gonna have some fun. You ready? Everybody be ready.
Siap ya? Mr. J. Brewer akan
Diam dulu kita.
Everybody real quiet, and what I'm gonna say, living the dream! And she's gonna like this, and everybody, yeah!
Oke, jadi
Okay,
kita
and we'll be on Instagram. Hey, we'll all be on Instagram tomorrow.
I'll be on it.
Yeah, right?
Oke, jadi semuanya tenang dulu, jangan bersuara. Kemudian Mr. J akan bilang living the dream. Kemudian kita akan bareng-bareng living the dream, oke? Yang seru karena kita masuk Instagram, guys. Hello, guys. Oke.
Okay, guys, I'm in Indonesia. We're having a great time, and you know what we're doing? We're living the dream! Doesn't that feel good? See, together we're strong, right? We're having a fun time.
Yes. Luar biasa bukan? Besok masuk Instagram, ya.
Right?
Tomorrow, all of us will be on his Instagram, so
Now,
jangan lupa follow.
I don't know if I have enough, but I have some posters that I brought to sign for people.
Yes,
What's that?
for me.
For everybody.
I don't know how we're gonna do it. I might have enough. I have no idea, but we'll start.
Semoga semuanya kebagian. Poster yang akan ditandatangani, semoga semuanya kebagian.
Ya,
Yeah.
jadi caranya kita live dari
Hold
sini ya.
on. I want to get a photo real quick, okay? So, hold on to this.
Oke. Wow. Jangan rusuh ya, jangan rusuh ya. Harap jangan rusuh.
Nah, kalau tadi kita udah lihat gimana keseruannya meet and greet bersama dengan Mr. J. Brewer, habis gini kita akan dengarkan penjelasan dari Ko Budi tentang apa sih poin-poin penilaian dari kontes di Morph Attack minggu depan.
Ya, saya sekarang bersama dengan Ko Budi. Ko Budi ini adalah penyelenggara Expo dan Kontes Morph Attack 2019 dan juga salah satu juri nanti pada waktu kontes hari Sabtu dan Minggu tanggal 2 dan 3 Maret 2019. Sekarang saya mau bertanya Ko Budi, sebenarnya visi dan misinya diselenggarakannya Morph Attack ini apa?
Kalau diselenggarakannya Morph Attack ini sebenarnya tujuan visi dan misinya itu kita kepingin lebih mendalami hewan itu per mobnya lebih detail. Jadi keinginannya itu kita mempunyai hasil kita pelihara, terus kita akhirnya breeding. Nah itu menghasilkan anak-anak yang benar-benar kualitas sesuai dengan mobnya yang ada.
Oke. Nah, sekarang untuk kontes banyak yang nanya selama ini. Kriteria penilaian itu seperti apa sih?
Ya, jadi untuk kriteria penilaian kontes itu yang utama adalah kesehatan. Jadi hewan yang diikutkan kontes harus hewan yang sehat. Karena kalau hewan itu tidak sehat, itu pasti hal yang pertama kali dilakukan adalah juri tidak akan menilai hewan yang sakit. Yang kedua, baru kita lihat dari proporsional tubuh. Jadi untuk hewan yang kita persiapkan untuk kontes itu harus ya benar-benar seperti kita kontes satu kecantikan. Jadi bodinya juga proporsional, jangan sampai terlalu kurus, terlalu obesitas. Nah, jadi sesuai dengan kadang ada yang betina, jantan, itu ada yang punya proporsional yang beda. Jadi itu juga kita lihat.
Dan tergantung juga dengan kelasnya masing-masing ya.
Tergantung dengan kelasnya masing-masing. Jadi nanti kita juga menilai corak dan jenis warna itu juga tergantung dari tiap kelas. Jadi untuk kelas yang sesuai itu seperti apa? Apakah kualitas warnanya lebih bagus, coraknya lebih bagus? Nah itu semuanya diperhitungkan. Termasuk ada hal-hal yang kadang tidak kita lupa, itu adalah masalah kebersihan dari hewan itu sendiri. Karena kalau kita ngomong kontes, kalau kita ada dua pemenang misalkan ya, jadi dari segi body bagus, sehat bagus, corak luar biasa, warna super, tapi yang satu bersih, sementara yang satunya kotor, ya jelas kita pilih yang bersih untuk yang lebih menang daripada yang kotor.
Oke, ya. Ya sudah, gitu dulu. Pak Budi, terima kasih.
Jangan lupa subscribe, like, dan share video ini ke Gekomania yang lain. Dan nyalakan notifikasi agar kalian mendapat update terbaru dari channel Breeder Gembel.